Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back. Been a little bit of a time. The one thing I did change was I'm taught cut to eradicate for some odd reason. I'd have to look back and see where my line of thinking is, because I'm planning to replace eradicate. So instead, I made Charmeleon lose Leer so he could learn cut, which makes way more sense. I don't need Leer. Not that desperate for it. So, I did make that small change in between episodes. But, now we're back. Let me double check the order. Yep, good to go. Just making sure. So, last week, near-ish, I had somehow, during the night, managed to injure my back, like, pulled a muscle, sprained it somehow. It was quite painful, actually. So that took... It basically just robbed me of all my strength and willpower to do anything. Because that's all you can think about. It's much better now. It's still a little bit sore, but nowhere near as painful as it felt like last week, so... That's what I was doing last week. Good times and all that. But we're back, ready to rumble with the horsies. Yes, indeed. Alright, level 21's a good enough. So we've got all this battling to do here. And then, of course, there's going to be... Oh, Kadabra's level 22. Hold up. I didn't even see that. I didn't... What was I doing 2 weeks ago? What was I thinking? There we go. Man, I didn't want to play last week because I would have been so distracted by, you know, how much pain I was. I may have not been able to think clearly. Whatever I was thinking 2 weeks ago. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, past self here was an idiot. Past self didn't know how to play this game. Like, at least with Flash, like, as far as I understand it, with all 6 of my Pokemon currently, I can reteach any of them if I desperately need it. I really don't think I need it after Lapras, but I'll keep it on standby just in case. But cut to eradicate is an unusual turn. I'm pretty happy, actually, about this matchup. Rhyhorn leveling up, he brings out a Seal, and we are... right, I don't have, like, Thunderbolts or Thunder Jolts. Just a little Thunder Shock. Oh, Pikachu, I love you! Alright, increase our chances here. I will tell you, this also happened... It happened last week, but after my severe back pain that was trying to murder me. My little laptop, which has been slowly dying for the past, like, 7 years. One of its fans is slightly malfunctioning. I believe it's actually the fan that sits on the processor. It's hard to tell because I can't actually open up the case without breaking it entirely. Bad marks for them on that move. But it sits basically in the path of the exhaust port, so it's either an exhaust, like the actual exhaust port fan, or the processor. As far as I can tell, it only has, like, a fan for the processor and a fan for the graphics card, GPU. And I'm like, well, it's definitely not the video card that's a problem. I didn't realize Water Gun was going to be that strong against Rhyhorn, which, to be fair, he shouldn't have been out. We should have been switching around. Look, we're getting back into the swing of things here. We're getting back here. Oh, I'll tell you what, I need to stiffen the chair up so I can lean back without leaning back all the way. We're true professionals here. This is how we do it. Hobbs will tell you. Do a little karate chop. I don't know if it's actually gonna be stronger. Yeah, that's gonna be stronger. Especially when it's a critical hit. I was actually just curious if it would be stronger than a normal Thunder Shock. Defense Curl, I mean, I don't want it. But it's interesting to see Pikachu can learn it. An interesting choice, one must say. Alright, First off, let's get some Pokemon switched around. Figure out what our lineup's supposed to be here, because everybody's got all mixed up right now. Luckily, we don't need Rhyhorn to be alive at this moment. Okay, we should be good there. But yeah, so my little fan of my laptop is whirling. I can't even, like, the worst part is I can't turn it off. Like, it's a Windows 8 laptop, so it's old enough that it may not have been a feature at the time they built it. But what I could do was, in essence, turn the fan into passive mode, which helps it a little bit. It's not as loud as it could be. But as far as I can tell, the fan is just trying to run at full speed, basically, constantly. Which I really don't need it to do when it's just sitting there idling, doing nothing, but I've been saying for years anyway that I've needed a new laptop. Because it's quite old. It's lived a hard life. But we gotta keep it alive a little bit longer. Because that would put me in such a huge bind if I didn't have my little laptop. And has done quite well. Was Eradicate speed level 29? Is that what I saw? Is that what I saw? Hold up. Yeah. Okay, special's 29. Just, take a breather there. But the special being 29 makes way more sense. I'm so used to, like, I'm pretty certain in the future generations, speed gets pushed to the bottom of the list, rather than it's where it is here in Gen 1 at the third slot. So it's takes a little bit of adjustment there. Let's see what this is. Waterstone's an interesting choice. I wouldn't necessarily have put that there. I don't even need it. I mean, I could use it to evolve Eevee for Vaporeon, but I'd rather have the Lapras. So it's not a bad choice. I just immediately evolve it and see if we can get it. The problem is I don't think I need water Pokemon, like at the point where you get Eevee. I'm also trying to think what would be better. Cut is Bug? Oh, Nelly. Cut, that makes Cut more interesting. It's not a normal move. It makes it certainly interesting. The question is, would I use it against the Psychic Pokemon? Because Bug should be strong against Psychic Pokemon. Okay, Charmeleon, you have done well. Well, it's time to put you on the retreat. Put you on... Because we want you to get experience points. Don't get me wrong. But we don't need you to be fainting all the time around here. Ghastly. That makes everything interesting. Alright. Charmeleon, you got one shot. We're gonna use Dig, and we're gonna hope for the best. Okay, you go first, which is always a good sign. I'm actually okay with Confuse Ray. Okay. Alright. Delicious XP points. My first loss. It will be your final one, because you'll never battle again. Alright, where's Kadabra? There you are. We're gonna teleport back, and we'll come back, because I'm pretty certain we've got one more trainer here. And here we are. Basically, we went top path, we're not gonna go bottom path, more or less, because there is stuff down here, but I wanna go around, make sure we get everybody. Laying down some cables in the middle of the field. Like, not the worst. Like, it's not super unusual. Like, I mean, you see power lines, like, being built off the side of roads, practically in the middle of nature itself, usually, but it is unusual in this instance, because it's just... we're basically in the middle of the field. Like, what type of cables is he lying down? I don't think you're building any power lines. There's no power plants in this immediate area. It's, ironically, power plant is on the complete opposite side of us currently. Alright, come on, Charmeleon, you got this. You got this. Oh, no. just didn't believe hard enough. Yes, you get one more chance. Oh gosh, I forgot quick attack exists. I forgot. Alright. Well, that's good news there. Right on. Oh, and he's faster than me. This is a joyous day indeed. Joyous day indeed. Alright. We still have one more person for sure, so I gotta go back. Oh, daddy. It's a good day. Alright, I'm just gonna go get this guy right here. Win, lose, or draw. This guy just likes to gamble. Alright. Shedler. Why do everyone have water Pokemon? Right next to the electric gym. I'm just saying. I don't know why I'm using Ember, honestly. Well, when this was crit hit, it's not that bad. Go back to using Pound here. Because I think it's actually going to do slightly more damage than... Oh, you're so mean to me! I just want Charmeleon to be level 22 and just to go on leveling everybody else up. But... So withdraw heals now. What is this madness? What is this madness? Because it's not like it takes me forever just to whittle down his health. This is all fine. I swear, you make me bring out the Pikachu. You asked for this. You brought this upon yourself. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Could have just... Because here's the problem, right? Unless this guy fixed it for Gen 1, right? In this version. Your enemy has infinite power points for their moves. Because they can't... You know, they only have so much room for programming. Couldn't do it in the original Gen 1. So they can infinitely use moves over and over again if they want to. I'm actually just going to play it safe, since he does need experience points. Honestly, he could have started with the coughing. He could have. I swear this game knows exactly what I'm doing. This has become sentient. Alright, I'll take a critical hit. It's interesting that Coughing knows Roar, because he normally wouldn't, and Roar is now an attack rather than, like, scaring your Pokemon away and bringing out a random one. This is just a load of interesting stuff that's happening. Okay. Pidgeotto, you couldn't just have like one more hit point at any point in time. Just couldn't have. Charmeleon, Pidgeotto's now level 22. Should be ashamed. Ashamed. It doesn't help that he's facing a bunch of water Pokemon for no reason, but still. Still. Alright. We'll keep going. Because I must be nearing... I think we've got you all settled. Better go find stronger ones, indeed. Don't need your kind here. Okay, definitely got this guy. Again, where are these wires coming from? Like, and why are they live? I'm used to wires being inanimate objects, but someone's got different ideas. Alright. See how a Rhyhorn puts up with the Onix. I have Scratch, so I'm not particularly worried about it. Excellent! Excellent! That's a good day to be alive. Brilliant! Okay, see now Charmeleon's level 22. Alright, which means we can keep it. Oh, sir! Sir, please. Yep. I could do Horn Attack, or I could do Scratch. I'm gonna try Horn Attack. I think it's probably gonna end up being stronger than Scratch. It normally is as a normal moveset. Oh, it so is! Oh! I'm so glad we have a Rhyhorn on our team. Okay, the Aerodactyl's a little scary. Not gonna lie. So, I'm pretty certain it's a rock flying type, which kind of makes things interesting for Rhyhorn. Right, yes, that we know. Does Horn Attack deal normal damage? Okay, it's just super effective. Aerodactyl might be a different type, or it could be sort of the programming of it. Either way, it works out for me. Alright, hang on. Because, no, I'm not used to having all of those moves. Alright, let's get you situated first, before we move Rhyhorn around. Because we'll definitely mess up the entire order if we try to move both at the same time. Alright, now... Perfect. We take the Kadabra out for a walk. I don't think we've got anybody else really... Whoa, buddy. Alright. Do a little warp back. Easy peasy. I'm gonna just actually take the moment to heal. Not that Kadabra particularly will need healing and whatnot, but we might as well get everybody healed, just in case. So now we're gonna be heading for the Thunder Gem, also known as the Thunderdome. Alright, well, wow. I'm telling you, this control pad takes some time. It's a little too sensitive, but we make the most of it. Alright. This is definitely the best gym. 3 trainers to fight. They're not typically terrible to work with, but it's gonna be some digging through the trash cans. Alright, Mr. Slowpoke, you've met your match today. Now, here's the question. I think he's actually water psychic? So Absorb might be... yeah. Especially when it's a critical hit. Don't disable it. Okay, you can disable that as much as you want. Ain't got a problem with that. Alright, what's next? Slowpoke again? Weirdly, the Slowpoke makes sense. Usually people attribute like the Slowpoke and Slowbro to being psychic types. But water makes sense for the Sailor. Not necessarily in a Thunder Gem, but makes sense that a Sailor would have these water types. You know, you can explain some of these things. Kadabra, after 2 battles, just says, I'm good. Surprised me too. We're hoping, because this is Pure Red and it's supposed to have all the Pokemon in it and whatnot, we're hoping Kadabra will eventually evolve into Alakazam, which is, for me, is usually an unachievable feat since I never trade him around. Despite, like, having the games, the link cables to do so, I usually don't. He usually just stays as a little Kadabra his whole life. Can we talk about how beautiful this setup is going to be right now? Let's just acknowledge that today. Alright, let's see how much Water Gun does. Not enough, bud. Not enough. Yes. Okay, Bite. Because Bite's actually, like, decently strong attack. It's dependable. Can we talk about, again, we're kind of having this water theme here, which would make way more sense if we were back in Misty's gym, the water gym. So this is unusual. Also, it's a rocker, which really doesn't make sense. I really want to switch. I really do. Something just in the corner of my eye. Probably just means I need a nap. Didn't sleep entirely well last night, but not the worst. Not one of the worst nights I've had. Alright. Perfect. It is getting colder here, though. Tell you what. Alright, we do need Pikachu to gain experience points. But he's not going to be super good against Uchitini, so we're going to switch him back out for the Raticate. Because at least Raticates can take the knockouts. We're not super scared if Raticate ends up fainting from this attack. But he's too strong! Oh, that was actually super close. I actually would have been impressed, Raticate, had you one-hit that. But it's alright. It's alright. We'll just stick with Pound. Dragons have this great way of making all my usual attacks I like to use useless. Just very finical creatures. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to go heal up. This is beautiful work. Oh, you know what? I was gonna go cut. Forgetting. I have a Kadabra. I have a Kadabra. That's the old habits trying to die hard right there. I just don't care anymore. Because we're so used to having to cut before we found out how teleport works. Embarrassingly long time. Alright, let's get back to the gym. Run with my speedy boots. I do miss not being able to cut just by pressing A on the tree itself. It was a huge welcome as a change back in number 2. Or Gen 2, I should say. Alright, now do you have water Pokemon in this supposedly electric gym? About to see. He's got one Pokemon. Okay, I think he actually has a Growlithe. Like, under normal circumstances. It's quite possible. Scratch. There we go. I was trying to think. I'm like... I have to rethink these moves rather than like, right. Scratch here is ground type. Very useful. So Super Fang, as crazy as it sounds, it actually only just deals half of your current HP as damage. So you can't ever kill with it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. It can come very super useful against, like, the higher levels. It's one of the reasons why Raticate does make sense, because he does learn it. But he just does the things he wants. Just bites him, and super bites him. But yeah, we're not super scared if they have it, basically. Especially at this stage. Okay, well, that's going to be the end of the video. What I'm going to do is search around for these switches because it could take a while. So we'll come back, healed, door opened, and all that jazz. But that is going to be it for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.